For centuries, two Egyptian cities were forgotten, lost to the bottom of the sea, until underwater archaeologists made a remarkable discovery. Now, more than 250 priceless Egyptian treasures have been brought together, some never before seen in the United States, in one of the greatest collections of its kind. Welcome to Egypt's Lost Cities at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library Museum, open now through April 12, 2020. In this video podcast, we'll explore the artifacts and history of these two sunken cultural centers in this not-to-be-missed special exhibition. We hope to see you here. Time may have eroded the memory of a civilization, but not the mystery of what was. Long ago, two bustling cities in ancient Egypt were known throughout the world as cultural centers of power, of wealth, of trade, and novel artistry. One day, as the Mediterranean sun beat down on the Bay of Abukor, an earthquake, followed by a tidal wave, hit the cities, and they slipped into the sea, buried for centuries. Determined to recover the cities that vanished, Frank Gaudio, an economist by trade and underwater archaeologist at heart, delivered the discovery of a millennium, for he located not a shipwreck, but an entire civilization. This remarkable story is now being told at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library Museum's Egypt's Lost Cities exhibition.
In the exhibition Egypt Lost Cities, you have 293 artifacts. Most of them are proceeding from underwater. They have been found during our excavation on those sunken cities in Egypt, and some of them are huge. One of them weighed 20 tons. Others are very small artifacts. Some of them are extremely important on the historical point of view, and some are masterpieces of art. And all those artifacts tell the story of those sunken cities. And I'm so happy that they are here in the Reagan Library, all together again, well restored, well displayed with all the explanation.
This exhibit is probably my favorite. I've been here before and I think this one is great. I just really think it was a beautifully done exhibit, and you can actually see the inscriptions in a lot of the pieces since they were submerged. And I would totally recommend it. I think it's great.
This is actually one of my favorites. I think the hieroglyphics are so beautiful.
What's really interesting about the exhibit is that these artifacts were submerged for centuries and they're kept in such great condition, preserved underwater.
Highlights of this exhibition include precious gold coins and ancient Egyptian jewelry, bronze vessels, objects inscribed in the ancient Egyptian or Greek languages, statues from the sunken and forgotten ancient cities of Thonis, Rokelion, and Canopus, including three colossal 16-foot sculptures of an Egyptian pharaoh, a queen, and a god, and the Stele di Ptolemy VIII Euergetes II, an 18-ton monolith, the first time this artifact has ever been on display in the United States.
There are 293 pieces exhibit here. The favorite ones for me, the two big statues of this king and queen, the sarcophagus of Horus the falcon, and one of the things that you have to look at, the sarcophagus of Osiris. It looks really amazing one, which is one piece, one block of schist, a kind of stone, we call it gray walker. It's really amazing one. So I'm very happy that this exhibit here in Ronald Reagan.
This black granite chapel is one of the most important monuments in Egypt. The top of it has been discovered on land in the 18th century. The base of it has been discovered in 1939 on the shore of Abukir Bay. And you can see on the top and on the base some hieroglyphs. And those hieroglyphs indicate that the calendar of the Egyptian is engraved all over that chapel. But too many pieces were missing in order to interpret it and to read what was written there. During our excavation in the main temple of Canopus, we found the missing part of that monument, which is called the Naos of the decade, meaning the temple of the calendar of the decade. And all over this monument, you have the Egyptian calendar with one very important text here, which is the text of the creation of the world.
For more information or to pre-purchase tickets, please visit reaganlibrary.com/Lost Cities. Tickets include admission into the main Reagan Library Museum, Air Force One Pavilion, and our special exhibition, Egypt's Lost Cities. This exhibition shows the result of 22 years of work by Frank Gaudio and his team to find and resurrect the two sunken cities. It truly is an extraordinary, one-of-a-kind exhibition. And this is the first and only time you can see these artifacts on the West Coast before they're all returned to Egypt.
It was a fantastic exhibit. If you can't make it to Egypt, I would definitely come here.
My husband and I love the exhibit. The huge statues were amazing, and I can't believe these things were preserved the way they were.
We'd like also to thank very deeply the Reagan Library to welcome that exhibition in this beautiful, beautiful site. And I think we have here one of the best exhibitions we have ever made.
Thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed this Inside the Reagan Library video. See you soon.